Merry Meet YouTube, this is Kiki here, and today I'm going to be talking in this video about familiars. Currently my familiar is not here since I'm at my parents' house, and she's all the way back in Lake Elsinore. My poor baby. My familiar right now is a young calico kitten. Her name is Thera, which in Old Norse means like the thunder, because she loves playing with my necklace all the time, so I named her in honor of Thor. I've had a couple of familiars throughout my life. One being, before her was my boy cat named Oscar, who was a big gray tabby, and he was beautiful and adorable. I had him since he was 6 weeks old, and he was very much a mama's boy and would cry when I wasn't with him. Like, if I just went into the other room, he would cry. And sometimes when I'd come home from work when he was a kitten, he would hear my voice instantly and start crying for me. And then there would be times where he would try and shove himself under the door to get to me if I didn't open the door fast enough. He currently lives with one of my exes right now, and I haven't seen him in a while. So I don't know if he's still my familiar or not. When I had him, he definitely was. And that was during the time I wasn't practicing. And right now, my familiar is Thera. She's, like I said, she's a tiny calico kitten. She's around 2.5 months old. The story behind her is, me and my boyfriend were visiting our friends Sean and Crystal at, their house in, Lake Elsinore. They live currently at Bella Lugosi's summer home. And I was wandering about in the backyard, because the backyard is huge, and I see a kitten. So instinctively, I go, kitten, because I love cats, and I go, baby. So I follow the kittens, and lo and behold, I find a litter of them and their mom. So as I start coming over more and more, I start taking care of them and trying to. Mama cat was a domesticated cat. Thera was never really afraid of me or any of the humans I came around. She would back off, but she wouldn't like run away and hiss like her brother and sister would. But once I started coming around more, Mama cat was very lovey purr, and would let me pet her, and then she wasn't upset with me when I wanted to play with the kittens or touch them. Around the time we decided to catch them and bring them in the house, Thera had started to get more used to me and let me pick her up and pet her. She would run up to me when I had food and whatnot and mew at me. And when we decided to grab them, Mama cat was pregnant yet again with another litter, and she was starting to get food aggressive with them, so we decided to grab them right then. And we grabbed Thera, Rune, and Miku. Miku is currently my friend Crystal's kitten. Rune is my boyfriend's. So we then decided to bring them in the house and take care of them. They had fleas. Thera was sick. She had a cold. She was very like eye goobies and whatnot, and when we decided to finally give them a flea bath, a lot of fleas came off them. They weren't anemic, thankfully. Thank the gods they were not, because that would just be very bad in kittens. We've been taking care of them. They're getting better. Thera's no longer having a cold. She's actually very energetic now, very playful, very adventurous, and she wants to go everywhere. Whereas her brother is very mellow, very skittish. Well, not skittish, but he's very back off. Whenever I start putting my hand in the kennel and petting him, he starts instantly purring, and I'm able to get him out without trying to scruff him. Thera will just walk out of the kennel. She'll walk straight out of the kennel like she owns the place. And she'll want to play. She plays with Rex, our soon-to-be roommate's dog, who is part Corgi and Chihuahua, and he's adorable. He's a puppy himself, so he is learning that he can't be as rough as he wants to be with them, since they are smaller than him. Another familiar that I had in my life that I connected with was a Shih Tzu, black and white Shih Tzu named Tribble. Yes, we named her Tribble after the little Star Trek trippy fluffy things. And she was an older dog when I was a baby, but she was always around me. She was always very protective of me. Whenever I was on the floor, she was right there. And even in her older age, she was always with me. She was a very important dog to me. As she started getting older, she started going blind and deaf, and she was old, so she had to be put down. But when I was a kid, she would always sleep in the hallway in between the two doors of my bedroom and my grandparents' bedroom, as if guarding us and making sure we're okay. And I've always had cats around me all my life. And then after Tribble, we had tons and tons of cats and tons of kittens. One of the cats that made a really big impression on me was my purebred Siamese cat. Her name was Sassy. Yes, I named her after the cat from Homeward Bound. She was a very special cat to me. I've had her since she was a little tiny kitten, and she was very sweet. She was a very big mama's girl, and she was very talkative with me she was very talkative with everybody. Like, you'd pass the front window, and she'd meow at you, and you can hold a little conversation with her, and it was really cute. She'd always be with me a lot of the time when I got home from school, and she would just hang out with me like a lot of my other cats did, because all the cats hung out in my room and everything. So I've had a couple of familiars in my life. I would show you Thera if she was here, but I don't know how long she would have stayed in the video. I will be making a video strictly of her once I have the time and I'm able to, because I want you guys to all see her besides the videos that I've posted before, but more just a specific familiar video. This current kitten is very, very important to me because I've been socializing her. I've been with her a lot, and her siblings. Her and her brother are pretty much socialized, but her sister is still very so she's gonna be a bit of work. Thera is just a wonderful little kitten and will be a wonderful familiar. And me and my boyfriend are hoping that Rune will turn out to be his familiar as well. So I'd love to hear your familiar stories about familiars you've had in the past or current. So let me know in the comments or make a video response to this. So blessed be YouTube, and bye bye. I'd love to hear your stories. Bye.